Everybody wants a high-end camera phone these days, or at least all the US carriers seem to. Because here's another one. What's going on, everybody? I'm Noah from PhoneDog.com. This is the brand new Sony Ericsson C905a for AT&T. The C905, not necessarily super brand new, but still pretty new. But the 905a is new. It's the AT&T variant. In Sony Ericsson's naming strategy, the A at the end always means North American version, and I got to see the C905 back at Mobile World Congress in February, and now that it's July, Sony Ericsson and AT&T have seen fit to send the C905a out into the world. There may also be a version of this coming to T-Mobile later on this summer or fall, I don't know for sure, but it doesn't matter because right now we've got this bad boy, the C905a. It's an 8 megapixel CyberShot camera phone. It's also got the video recording, the GPS, the little envelope with an E on it. No, the email capabilities, the music capabilities. There you go. You can see on the backside here, I got this wrong. It's not just video recording, it's video share, AT&T's video chat service, your messaging, your mobile music, all that stuff. Thanks to Sony Ericsson for loaning us this one. In the box, you get the phone. We will take the film off and check it out in a second. What else do you get? You get a data cable, you get an empty bag where I believe the battery once resided, and you get the charger. Sony Ericsson proprietary charger. It's got a pass-through port so you can plug your data cable or your headphone adapter in here. A little bit sad to see, well, we'll get to that in a second. Also, you get your, if I can get them out, your manuals, and your CD, your user guide and tutorial. I'm just going to leave that in there because I'm not going to run the tutorial for you on this video. But quick start guide, video share, upsell stuff, safety guidelines, important information, stuff. Alright, so the phone itself, I was going to say, it makes me a little sad to see that Sony Ericsson is still using the proprietary connector on most of their phones, because the Xperia has a standard 3.5mm headphone jack, and some of the Walkman phones do now, and I think that's a great feature, and micro USB as well is a great feature. Just, the more standardized stuff becomes, the easier it is for you to, use your device with other cables if you forget yours or need to pick one up on the cheap or something if you're traveling. But anyway, we're getting there. So here's the phone itself. It's got some schmutz on it. It's got some schmutz on it from the film. We'll fire it up. It's a slider, a little bit on the kind of thick, bulky side, but handheld. Relatively small display for such a high-end phone, but it's a slider phone. It's got your keypad down here. The keys are kind of flush-mounted, or really they are flush-mount keys with these ridges in between the rows. There are insert SIMs. It's not going to let me do anything without a SIM. It may not. All right, let's get a SIM in here. Alright, so in the process of putting the SIM in, of course I took the back panel off and noted it's a tiny little battery, 930 milliamp hours. I hope that's enough juice to power, the 3G connectivity and the fancy camera and all that. We'll have to see. Fire it back up. On the side here you've got an M2 memory card slot. Again, Sony Ericsson, like their newer phones, I think they're trending towards micro SD and not using, at least the Xperia did, and not using the M2. So again, a little sad to see that. There's your connector port for your proprietary jack. On the bottom, microphone slot, little wrist strap port. Pardon me. On the other side, you've got looks like a dedicated camera button. You've got a button that'll switch between your camera and video modes. You've got a play button. You've got a rocker switch that looks like it doubles for as a zoom button, and then you've got a little logo that says GPS. On the front, yeah, sure. Let's view some basic settings. Yeah, 210. That's fine. Whatever. Sure, May 21st. It's not, but it's okay. We don't need to copy those. So you've got an N key clearly. You've got call, hang up keys. This one does the power key. You've got a clear key. You've got your shortcuts menu, 2 soft keys on the front, and then 2 more soft keys up on top here. We'll get to those in a second. There's your C key. No network coverage. That should actually, is this SIM card dead? Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Anyway, we'll just show you the functionality. So that button will take you to your photo gallery. There are no photos. That button will also take you to a photo gallery. I think that's a media gallery, but again, no photos. We'll go to the menu key, and you've got your AT&T GPS, your messaging, your yellow pages. So some AT&T installed stuff here, obviously. AT&T Music, Media Mall, MediaNet, entertainment, all that good stuff. So we've got entertainment and your Sony Ericsson menu. That's interesting that it said no photos. I guess these are in the pictures though, not in the photos. So we'll look at the display here. Do we have an accelerometer? Yes, accelerometer built in. And we'll use the zoom button. Oh, that's interesting. The zoom button actually took me back. Oh, because I couldn't zoom out anymore. So that's interesting. When I zoomed out all the way, I couldn't hit zoom again. It took me back to the gallery. Kind of handy, I guess. Phone feels a little bit plasticky. A little bit of give here in. Not a big deal, but when I kind of push the phone a little bit here, I've got a little bit of give in the slider mechanism and also in the back camera cover. Oh, new voicemail. So I guess I do have coverage here. Yep, you can see I do have coverage. Looks like HSDPA. Screen looks nice. Let's fire up the camera here. Oh, it's a animated screensaver. That's very cute. So there's your camera, 8 megapixel. It's got the flash, the photo light, the self-portrait mirror, the whole shebang. We'll take a picture here. Well, we'll do one actually. Let's take a picture of the box so you can see the camera mechanism, the UI. Now, I'm obviously not doing anything to look at the look at the manual and figure out the settings and all that kind of stuff. But let's turn on smart contrast here. We'll go through our different options. So you've got your program modes, your resolution, 8 megapixel. It's got face detection on. We'll go macro since we're up close. Flash, we'll leave on auto. Self timer off. Focus. I'll just leave that on normal. Auto white balance, effects, oh, and even more. So all kinds of craziness. We'll take another picture. This has got face recognition, so let's we can pick up the face there on the box. Well, not ideal conditions to test out smart contrast, perhaps. Let's take a picture of myself real quick. We'll see how that does. Yeah, there you go. And let's end here, and let's now hit these buttons up top and see if we can get to the gallery. So that'll take me right to my photo gallery. And the other button will take me to photo gallery by, it's like a timeline photo gallery. And then you've got options to send these to different sources, Snapfish, message, Bluetooth, all that kind of stuff. Now if we go back to this side, that's just the standard photo gallery. So you can still do those same things. This is just the regular photo gallery. And get a little slideshow going. That's tremendous. Alright, we'll do some testing with this phone. We'll get some actual quality photos in here. And maybe we'll even have to do a dogfight, see how the C905a stacks up against what I would think is its most natural competitor in the US marketplace, the Samsung Memoir T9, what is it, T929? T929 for T-Mobile, also 8 megapixel camera phone. This one, of course, is a touchscreen and not the slider form factor non-touchscreen that the C905a is. Anyway, there you go. It's an unboxing, kind of a first look at the Sony Ericsson C905a 8 megapixel, 8.1 megapixel camera phone. It's a slider. It's Sony Ericsson, 3G GPS, all that business. We'll have much more on this phone, including a full review forthcoming on PhoneDog.com. Till next time, I'm Noah. Thanks so much for watching. And that's me right there. The goofy guy with the glasses. We'll see you later.